Hey everyone! So, the reason why this video is out late is because my motherboard freaking died. I mean, it just straight up died, and I couldn't, exchange it till very recently and put it all back together. So, that's why this is late. Now, we'll be getting into the episode. Despite all of that, how is everyone else doing on this fine day? Welcome to Top 3 Games of May 2016. This episode also marks the year anniversary of this series too. So the first game of the month is called Istrolid by Treeform. In this free RTS game, players are able to build their own ships from the ground up using different parts to enhance the ships to the player's playstyle. Istrolid features online multiplayer and a single-player campaign. Players can earn more parts to customize ships during the course of playing the campaign. One of the reasons why I chose this game was the ship customization, the fact that it's free to play, and the neat right-click and drag feature. For example, after selecting your units to move, you can right-click in one place to direct all the units in a condensed area, or click and drag the way you want them to be positioned in an area. I don't know if that's something crazy innovative or not, seeing as I have a severely lacking experience in RTS, but it's still pretty satisfying. Steam users give Istrolid a 89% out of 1,000 reviews. It's a very decent rating, especially for a free game. Reviews give kudos to the enemy variety, simple ship creation, and smooth gameplay. So if you enjoy the RTS genre and to kill a bit of time without spending any money, download Istrolid today. The next game of the month is called The Way by Puzzling Dream. Now, this is another game that you can probably tell what other games inspired it. Does Another World and Heart of Darkness ring any bells? The Way is a story-driven puzzle platformer about a space explorer who has lost his beloved one and does not want to accept her death. He finds ancient writings on an expedition that he then comes back to in his search for the meaning of life. He will face the problems and secrets of this planet in order to obtain what he is looking for. What drew me into this game was the amazing pixel art, music, and the incredible polish of the animations. I haven't gotten much of the story from watching a trailer, but it told enough of one to make me consider this game for Game of the Month. Plus, the quote-unquote Mike Karuba of this game looks so cool, like a giant alien dog companion thing. It's awesome. Lastly, all the puzzles appear visually intriguing. Like, I'm really kind of interested in seeing what the puzzles do by how they look. Like, for example, there's a light refracting puzzle that, I don't know how it works, but it really looks visually awesome, and I'd like to actually see how it functions in the game. Moving on, The Way currently holds a very solid 93% out of 142 reviews. Honestly, for how this game looks, I'm actually saddened at the lack of reviews on here. Steam users give high marks to the challenging puzzles that don't rush the player, the stunning atmosphere and music, as well as the simple yet very powerful story. So if you enjoy those things, and games that are like made by Eric Chahi, then check out The Way for $14.99. The last game of the month is yet another game inspired by previous games. God, the month of May was like Inspiration Month or something. Here is Salt and Sanctuary by Ska Studios. You might remember the games called Dishwasher and Charlie Murder. That developer made those games. Salt and Sanctuary is a side-scrolling hack-and-slash platformer that is heavily inspired by the Souls series. If you're not too familiar with the Dark Souls games, they're pretty much games about dodging / blocking and using timed attacks. Also, they're very difficult and you die a lot, but they're also very rewarding to complete in the end. Salt and Sanctuary does have that heavy influence, but it's not entirely a clone of Dark Souls. For one, your health bar and stamina bars can permanently shrink when the character becomes fatigued, and certain items can remedy this effect. There is no humanity / ember system or human effigy system. Also, when you die, an enemy steals your salt, and until you kill them or hurt a boss to a certain point, you can then retrieve them. If no enemies are near your last death, the salt will form into an enemy itself. One of the biggest differences is the character skill tree. Yep, that's correct, Souls ain't got that. It actually is a very complex tree as well, allowing players to level up base stats or even upgrade scaling of weapons and items, plus a whole lot more. Salt and Sanctuary also boasts the fact that there are over 600 weapons. Holy crap, that's a lot of pointy things. Aside from the major Souls influence, the art style, dark atmosphere, content, and skill tree system drew me into this final game of the month. Salt and Sanctuary currently has a 92% rating out of over 1,000 reviews. You know, the reason why it's got 1,000 reviews is because it's on PS4 too, so it got some of that publicity. Users give kudos to the game's difficulty, message system, smooth gameplay, price, and overall just being a fun game. Some have stated that a couple bosses and a few enemy placements seemed a bit unfair, but that's kind of to be expected for a game like this. A review from Forbes.com gave the game a 9 out of 10 and had this to say: "A ton of fun, a great challenge, and a wonderful new take on the Souls formula." And you know, I couldn't agree more. So if you like Dark Souls and platformers, hey, that's just like me. Then check out Salt and Sanctuary for $17.99. Alright, that'll be it for top 3 games of May 2016. What was your favorite game last month? Now, I want to let everyone know that I will be taking a hiatus from this series for a little bit while I revamp my channel and start posting more regularly. Also, this series is going to get rebranded too, so have a great one out there, and I'll see you in the next Trials video. Take care.